Carol or Fori.
Moms.
If I'm distracted doing something and she's already said mom, 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 the third time she'll go, Katy Perry! And I'm like, wow. Yeah, don't call me that.
It's our moment with Carol Ofori. So here we go, Mom's Moment. We do this every Thursday where we literally just have a space for moms to offload. It's a difficult journey raising a child, and there is no actual manual because guess what? Every child is different. So every journey is different, and every time you have a child, it's a different journey with each child, right? This is what I've learned on my journey. And today we're going to have quite an open discussion, and I want us to be quite vulnerable with each other and share. And the question I asked you earlier is, what's causing you the most stress in your parenting journey right now, right? We look at the world right now and there's so much that is on the shoulders of caregivers, of moms, of aunties, of the community. Right now in South Africa, 95% of parents say that back to school season alone is exceptionally stressful. We just did this a couple of days back for the public school kids. And it doesn't stop there. Around 65% of parents are worried about paying school fees, right? And 4 in 10 say they feel so overwhelmed, they struggle to function. And that's not just the busyness of the pressure, right? And then there's another layer to this. Over 60% of children in South Africa are growing up without their biological fathers in the home. 60%. So if you are mom and dad in the household, you are 40% of the community that's been listed. Remember, there's others who haven't even been counted. Which means in many households, one parent is doing everything. Financially, emotionally, and mentally. So when parents say they are stressed out, it's got multi-levels to it. It's not just a financial situation. It's the cost of living. It's the safety element. It's trying to show up for your child so that tomorrow you don't have an adult child who says, Mom, you dropped the ball on me. It's trying to open yourself up to all sorts of things to make sure your child has got the best. Because every parent wants to do the best they can. And you can only do the best you can with what you know. And this is where, as a parent, I've grown up to say, I needed to give my parents a little bit more grace because maybe what they knew at that time was what was best for them at that time. And so this parenting journey is such a dynamic one. And so I'm asking you today, what's giving you the most parental stress right now? As a guardian, as a parent, as an aunt, as an uncle. For me, it's multi-layered, right? It's raising children in South Africa that has really devastating crimes against children. It's raising children in a world where social media has taken over how they see playtime. It's not like when we grew up, playtime was running in the streets. These days you worry about who's on the streets, who has access to your kids. It's the financial element of making sure that tomorrow there's food on the table. We've heard horrific stories of parents doing the craziest things because there's no food on the table. So drop us a voice note and let's hear your thoughts on this one.
Good morning, Carol. It's Sam Bocher. So what's got me stressed as a mom recently is the fact that school opened yesterday and my kids don't want to go to school. So yeah, I just hope after this week, next week should be smooth sailing. Let's just pray and hope. But yeah, it's so hard being a mom of a 5-year-old and 7-year-old and 2 boys, might I add.
Hi, Carol. As a mom of a 12-year-old, I think right now the most stress that's being caused is running around looking for high schools for my son for 2027. That is
Hi, Carol. It's Cindy here. I fear for my son's safety. He lives and works in Dubai, and this war needs to stop. The political differences need to be sorted out, and it now needs to end, and they need to come to an agreement.
Good morning, Carol. My name is Beryl. I'm a 63-year-old pensioner. I'm not a parent no more. Both my boys have grown up. They are in their 30s, but I am looking after my eldest son's child, because he's just not interested. Neither is the mother. So I'm trying to bring this child up on SASSA old age pension. That is a big stress to me.
Sure. And I do this features just for context for many of us who think our lives are hectic, and then you hear other people's lives, right? And you realize this perspective to everything.
Good morning, Carol. The topic you were speaking about touched me so much. As I was driving, I had to park on the side. A young mom struggling this morning. It was my daughter's first day of school at a new school, and I had an interview with her teacher, and I just felt so much pressure from her, from that interview, the demands, the expectations she had, me as a mom and a child, and currently going through a transition as well. And now being separated from her dad. And I just sat there thinking to myself that how am I going to spread and split myself into this person?
Hi Carol, it's Liddell from Unpacking. So I think as a parent,
Firstly, I'm a mom to an autistic kid, and he's on the spectrum. And my first and foremost, most stressful part that weighs on our shoulders is his safety. Is he safe? Is he okay? Is he not being bullied at school?
Hi Carol, what's got me stressed lately is my son got involved in drinking and driving, and I had to bail him out on Tuesday, and he's got to appear back in court going forward now for his hearing case. So yes, very stressful.
Morning, Carol. My name is Dawny from Potchefstroom, and I'm a gogo, and I'm one of the parents to blame for my kids who's now in their 30s who've got kids and they are stressing. Reason is because my generation now, mine in their 50s, has spoiled their kids, has given them options, has given them the best that they think they needed because I didn't get it. And because of that, you brought up entitled kids, and now they've spoiled their kids to such an extreme that that's why they're stressing.
Thank you so much. So Jennifer Wallace, she's an author of a book. It's called Never Enough. And she's got a few others, including Mattering is another book. And she literally zones in on this parenting journey and the difficulties of finding your feet. And she goes into it around what it is that's stressing us so much as a society today. And then in the end, if you listen carefully, she also unpacks for you what you can do to make sure you're in a safe space and that you are giving yourself enough love to get through the stresses. Listen.
One, the expectation of what a good mom or a good parent looks like has really skyrocketed in the last 50 years. It's not enough to just take care of our kids and love them and feed them. We now are tasked with maximizing their potential. We have to be on 24/7. And at the same time that these expectations have risen, our support systems have eroded. So these close-knit communities, knowing our neighbors, having family living nearby, we are now sort of isolated as parents. We are a more self-reliant culture, and moms and dads are bearing the brunt of that self-reliance. It's finding just one or two people in your life who can be that support system. We don't need hours of together time. Research finds we just need 1 hour a week with someone who sees us and knows us and validates us. That is what we need.
Such a powerful conversation. Who would have thunk that you just need 1 hour a week with one or two people? Just 1 hour a week you set aside with one or two people who you trust, who you feel sees you, who you feel will be there for you, who will give you the best counsel. That's all we need just to get through each week is 1 hour set aside just to offload.
Carol Ofori, East Coast Radio.